happening.
This is actually happening.
That's Ken Block over there.
That's Ken Block.
Well boys, I said we had some big news coming up with the MR2, and today we are getting ready to send this thing off to California because the Hoonigans did hit us up to come out and do some stuff with them. We are not doing just your average this versus that. They got the Hoonicorn back for another series, so we are going to be sending the MR2 off to Cali to be racing Ken Block in the Hoonicorn, and I'm just so freaking pumped. We could not pass this opportunity up. We have had to push around and rearrange some stuff the last 2 weeks. It has been hectic, but we made it happen. Hopefully, we're still not there yet, but we have a truck on the way to come pick up the MR2 and get it out there because we do not have the time to drive out there ourselves. So we are having one of our friends come grab the car. They're gonna take it straight out to Cali, and then we are going to fly out and then meet up with the car and go from there. But I just wanna say, this is freaking insane. I would have never expected the car to be doing what it is today, and I just want to give a huge thanks to you guys, for everyone who supports us. Without all of you guys, we would not be doing nearly as much of the badass things we get to do, so thank you guys so much. Regardless of how we do against Ken Block in the Hoonicorn, I'm just excited for the opportunity. There go the cicadas again. But yeah, she is all strapped down, ready to go. This is actually James's trailer. I did not trust our enclosed trailer to make the journey. This one is much newer and reliable, so I feel much more comfortable with it going on this single open car trailer. It's just what we had to do to make it happen, boys, but she will be soon on her way down to California, and we're sending it. We are racing Ken Block in the Hoonicorn with our MR2.
Brother,
made it, and there she is. All right guys, we have landed in LA. The MR2 made it safe and sound. We are going to head to our hotel for tonight, and we will be racing the Hoonicorn in 2 days. Is Larry here? There he is! Larry!
what's up, dog?
What's up, dog?
Buddy, you ready for this, dude? Let's go.
All right, boys, we made it into California last night, and we stayed at a motel yesterday, and today is kind of like a preparation day. We're not racing today, that is for tomorrow, but we needed to get a new set of slicks on the MR2, and we actually had M&H send us a new set while we're down here, and we actually just picked up the tires. They shipped it down to a little shop over here that the guys at Hoonigan knew the owner of. So we got the tires. We're over here at a local tire shop, and we're gonna change out the slicks on this thing. Mainly I want to change this one because it had a pretty good little line. I mean, it's kind of faint, but these tires are getting worn out. Nothing like some fresh slicks. Getting the second one wrapped up now. We are gonna be good to go, boys. Huge shout out M&H Tires for the last minute shipment of tires. Boy.
How do you like Cali?
I'll tell you what, the weather out here, a lot better than Florida right now. It's nice. It's like 75 today versus,
it's not that much different.
it's different. This dude doesn't believe it.
Dude, feel
Florida's
it right now.
Still hot.
Bro, it's pretty hot right now.
Bro, Florida's hot.
Dude, this is just as hot right now.
You're not fat. You don't understand. It might not be hot to you, but to us big boys, it's hot.
Is this hotter than Larry? Or is this hotter than...
This is perfect right now, other than San Antonio, Texas.
I know the foam brush isn't the best way to clean this thing, but she has some deep grime on there. and this is all we can do for such short notice. And honestly, this thing could probably use a paint job in the future. All right, guys, we just rolled up here with the MR2. They got like a little set going on over there where they're filming stuff, so we kind of got to stay over here for right now. And yeah, I mean, I'm excited. There's a couple other guys rolling up, but we're some of the first to be here, which is surprising because we're usually not on time. But we're gonna go ahead.
Early and prepped, ready to go.
We were on time. I heard they were out here testing. I don't know if we have a chance.
I was gonna say they've been setting up the car all day.
They've been getting that thing dialed. So just to have the opportunity to come out here is crazy enough. Yeah. So we'll give it our best shot, boys. We can only do so much.
Yep.
A little MR2.
We didn't have a whole day to come out here and dial in traction control.
No.
And
no, we do have Anderson still coming out, so hopefully we can get some test hits in before we race. But yeah, we're just gonna give it our best shot, give her the beans, turn her up, and see what happens.
Let her ride out the back.
Let's get this thing unloaded. All right, boys, it is race day. We just got here. The sun is still barely coming up. We have a couple things to do to the MR2 before it is ready. We just want to give it a quick oil change, go over the car a little bit, and we are still waiting for Anderson to meet up with us. But it looks like we are one of the first to show up for today. We are the first car racing against the Hoonicorn. They're putting us up first, so we'll see how this goes. We're gonna give it our best shot. I'm just excited for this chance to even race against this thing. It's freaking amazing. So I'm glad we made it out. Car is here, as ready as we'll ever be. We looked at the traction control stuff a little bit last night. We're gonna do our best to try to dial that in because it is a completely unprepped surface. It is not a prep drag strip, what we're normally used to. This car has never ran on a no prep before, and with the Hoonicorn being all-wheel drive.
Let's go!
With the Hoonicorn being all-wheel drive, it's gonna leave really well. So our issue is gonna be getting traction, and it looks like there's not too much of a shutdown. I think they can run it to the 1500 foot, which is even farther than a quarter mile. And with how short the shutdown is, we're not going to run it that far. They said even in the Hoonicorn it gets a little sketch, and they are at the limits of their brakes, and that thing has probably very good brakes on it. We have stock MR2 brakes, so we're probably just gonna run to the 1000 foot so we're not hauling out the back, and it sounds like that's what most of the faster cars are going to be doing. But yeah, we're gonna go over the car, get it ready, and get our day going. It won't be long.
Real cold start action, brother. It's like 40 degrees this morning. It's a little chilly. Buddy.
Sounds like a street fight.
Come on, guys.
How's it going? What's up, Vin?
Sounds like a karate
What's up, man, Vin?
How's it going, man?
Good.
It wasn't quite the minivan, but we made something happen.
Hey, dude. It's gonna be a good race.
Yeah, we're excited. Thanks for making the
You
trip
just
out.
cracked sevens, didn't you?
Yeah. It's the only one in the sevens currently.
You're a disgusting human. That's ridiculous.
We're just waiting for the minivan to have the same setup too. Solid, and then it will be back.
What about the drivetrain on it though? You beef that thing up?
That's what we're doing right now. Yeah, when you riding it, it wasn't having it.
It's all good though.
All stock stuff.
We'll run it back. We'll run it back for sure. I definitely want to ride in that thing full tilt.
Good to you.
There he is.
Yeah? Good to see you guys.
Got Anderson in the house.
Yeah, man.
Some on the fly tune, and we're pumped.
Thanks for the invite. When you called me the other day, I was saying, man, that's going to be cool.
Yeah, I was like, come on out. We also kind of could use the help.
Right. Oh no, absolutely. That's always an excuse to go so different things.
Yeah, this is really cool. So
what's up? How are you doing?
Larry.
Anderson.
Nice to meet you. So they just got our car cleaned up over here. We got the MR2 kind of pulled up. We're getting ready to film here somewhat soon. They might give us some test passes before we go on set.
We have like a test pass or two. So
because I was going to say is like probably do a test pass without traction control.
yeah.
Or very loose, just to see what it does.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The traction control is tricky because if you enable that, the car will will go straight, but you don't know how fast it is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or you don't know how better you could
If you could put more power into it there, yeah.
And these tires, eventually in these tracks, you want some wheel slip.
I think this is actually the first time Kyle's tried to detail the car.
We gotta get her cleaned up for her beauty shots. All right, guys, we got the car cleaned up, went over the log. Another thing to note is we do have the slipper set up as well, and we're just gonna try it how it is. We are gonna be running the slipper, so I'm just gonna be sidestepping the clutch and just kind of see how it goes. Anderson and Wyatt kind of looked over the table for the traction control, and we got something in there that should hopefully do something.
First, relax, everything is going to be alright.
A little nervous, but
It's like you're lining up to run a 7.
Yeah.
No different.
yeah, no big deal.
Calm, cool, collective.
Just no prep, no nothing against that thing.
World famous car. No
big deal.
sweat, no pressure.
But nah, regardless, I'm excited. But I'm trying to just make sure everything is thought about, accounted for. We checked the spark plugs, made sure like water didn't get in there on the way over here. Just want to make sure she's good to go.
Because there's no many test runs, so you need to try to be as assertive as possible. So even stupid stuff like, since the car was trailered with open trailer to here, so water could get into the spark plug, the coils, and stupid stuff like that. But the traction control, I think, is a very helpful tool here, since the track is really unknown and there's no testing. So I think we're trying to live with like 30–50% wheel slip in the first gear, and as soon as it sees second gear, it's going to probably be like about 18% wheel slip, and then 12 or 10% third and then gears up. That wheel slip is also something because the tire actually expands, so the wheel speed reads a little different over the higher speeds. So you need kind of to compensate that.
And that's all maximum allowed slip too. So like, it might not slip that much. We really have no idea what it's gonna have for traction.
Yeah, the car's literally never been on a no prep before, so we're just gonna kind of have to see how it does. Unfortunately, we don't get a day of testing here. This was such a short notice. We didn't have time to go test the car on a no prep at home. We literally had to figure it all out, send the car out, and they've been testing all day. So we really do have I was gonna say unfair advantage, but I didn't want to say like it's not completely unfair, but we don't have the advantage of testing. And I think that's how it is for a lot of guys out here. They don't set up a day to come out here and just test. You're expected to come up ready to go. And they are gonna give us a couple test passes to help dial it in, but we really don't have too much time. Kind of run what we brung and give it our best shot.
They said we have a couple minutes to make whatever changes. So yeah, it's pretty much we're going out there.
I mean, we might have like a solid 10, 15, 20 minutes to kind of test and figure it out. But yeah, we're on their schedule, so if they need us to go to fit schedule, like we're gonna have to just make it happen regardless of what testing we need. They got to make this show happen. They got a couple other people in line today, but yeah, it's pretty freaking cool. First one's up. They're still filming a whole bunch of like intro stuff and everything, and I guess here pretty soon we'll be pulling the MR2 around over there and getting some shots with the Hoonicorn, meeting Ken and everything. We haven't even got a chance to talk to anybody yet. It's been crazy over here. It's like a legit little set they got going on back here. We haven't got to see it yet because they've been very secretive about everything, and they got this whole schedule going, but
there it is.
And there's the MR2.
I'm gonna laugh we get kicked off the pad as I drive it over.
They're gonna be like, hey, don't film me. No, I said we can film whatever we'd like.
Sweet.
Like everybody else.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Look at that thing. It's happening.
This is actually happening.
That's Ken Block over there.
That's Ken Block. And that's a Hoonicorn.
That's him. It exists. It's not CGI. That's real life. Well, the Hoonicorn went by, so I'm taking my pants off. But no, I guess
gotta change them now.
Guess they want us in our racing tire, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw on everything now. Mic us up, do the whole shebang. first MR2 to run a 7-second pass in a quarter mile.
God damn.
7 what? 798, I believe, at 182 miles an hour.
182.
Yep.
How much anger did that cause? I just love the exhaust is like right past the chute.
Yeah, that looks sick. Yeah, she did get the chute a little hot.
Little
on the
burn
side,
mark right here.
but the
Nice.
chute is still functional. In case
I
we
love
need to
one of
slow
the
down.
biggest safety features for drag racing, shooting fire out.
I may not catch on fire today.
I also love that after years and years of drag racing, this is still the pinnacle of safety. Like, just a big piece of cloth behind us to save us, it'll be good. By the way, I respect the jack handle.
Yep.
Is that a Ranger spec?
It's actually one of your guys' that I found it.
What type of power numbers are we talking?
The most we've made on the dyno was 1106 on a hub dyno. And it's right up under the nose of the car, and the second it sees those front tires come off the ground, it pulls
It's traction
tripping.
control for
And
wheels.
it can literally, it's
That's
just
wow.
control.
We're
If you
not
ever-
big
if-
drag racers.
If you ever rode
so-
BMX, it's hitting the brake while doing the manual.
Yo, I didn't even know that technology existed. This is the craziest shit I've ever heard.
This is the first car to have something fancier than the Hoonigan.
No, it's got lasers.
It literally is the future in a car built in the 80s.
Was there anything else you want to show us on this thing? Inside, outside, front? It shoots lasers out the front.
Alright guys, we just filmed our thing over here with Ken Block and the guys and the Hoonicorn, and there's a little intermission right now, and this is our time to get a couple test hits in. So I'm gonna go ahead, throw my jacket on, they're getting the car all GoPro'd up here. So we're just gonna go ahead, make a couple test hits, hopefully it doesn't spin too bad. If we need to dial in that traction control more, then we will do so. We have the laptop, and we don't have too much time, so let's just send it. I think we're ready. Yeah, big surprise. We're racing Ken's daughter.
Yep.
His 14-year-old daughter is about to hand a gap over to the MR2 unless we can do something about it.
That traction control is putting in work.
Yeah.
Might need to turn that down a little bit more.
Yeah, now I need a little lower the percentage, probably.
Yeah. I mean, at least they went down the track, so that's a starting point.
Well, sketchy, right?
Yeah, he's fun.
So we increased the boost on the two-step from 20 to 26, dropped the total boost from 50 to 30, and the traction control wheel tied it up a lot more because it was like allowing too much. So that's why the car was. So now it should be a lot more on track.
Okay.
All right.
Try it again. So the
Yep.
overall highest boost point is 30.
Yeah.
That's all I can make.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's honestly all this road's gonna take. So.
All right, so we just did a quick test hit. We do have some more time to keep testing. Hopefully at least get one more in, but this is gonna be rough, boys. It's completely unprepped. They don't have a water box as well, so I tried to do a second gear burnout and it just bogged the car. So I ended up just trying to launch it how I would at the track with the slipper. I'm honestly thinking, just with how different this surface is, I think I might just run it without the slipper and just go all by foot and by feel. I think I'll be better off that way, honestly. And the second the power came in, this thing lit the tires and the traction control was doing its best job to tame that down. But that just shows that we need to turn this thing down a little bit. There's just no way we can throw that much power at it, at least not within that first few hundred feet. It's just making way too much for a completely unprepped road. So unfortunately, yeah, we got to turn it down, and that's where the Hoonicorn has that crazy advantage of just being all-wheel drive and so set up, and they have so much more testing. But we'll keep trying it here again, and then at some point we're gonna have to line them up and just run what we brought. That was on the slipper.
Yeah, I would just do it on the slipper.
I think so. I almost feel like my foot left better though.
Really?
It's hard to say. I mean, we can just send it how it is.
Yeah,
I think
kinda
that's all we
where
can
we're
do. It's not gonna get that much better out here with the prep,
Yeah.
so.
All right, brother. Here we go, first race.
Yeah, I guess this is it. You know, we got 3 test hits in. The traction control is fighting for its life.
Yep.
It's not prepped. We had to turn the car down to 30 pounds, which is 20 pounds under what this thing should be ripping.
It's still hitting traction control all the way down the track.
Still hitting traction control. I mean, you know, that's just how it is out here. We're not at a drag strip, unfortunately, where this thing shines.
Yep.
But
We're
we'll
doing
give it
as
our
much
best shot.
as we can on an 8.5 wide.
Yep,
That's
I mean,
what it is.
I'm not being too optimistic here. We're gonna get gapped from the dig. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But give it our best shot. We're out here racing the Hoonicorn with Ken Block. I'm not upset. And then after we probably get smoked on this first one, we'll try to negotiate. Maybe we can get a car head start, figure it out, go from there. But yeah, 0 traction, boys.
Well,
it's rough.
Give them hell, Bill.
Give it our best shot.
Getting her slowed down, buddy. All right, so now next race. That was like a 4-car gap. So.
Yeah, we could not get this thing to leave. I slipped on the e-brake. She saw me bump forward and she took off, and then I chased her. I did exactly the opposite of what I planned on doing. I wanted to
You got flustered
bump ahead
in
of her.
there.
Yeah, no, I should have just went with that bump, but it was the e-brake slipping through. Yeah, no, I think gets it out of the hole. And we're gonna do a 2-car head start for us and the hit.
I'm gonna be point to you, and then thumbs up. Like as soon as I point to you, start building boost, and then when you go, because you're giving her the hit, right?
Yeah.
No,
we get the hit.
You got that's
Yeah,
a
they have the hit.
Yeah.
So it goes off of him. We just want to make sure that
Both cars.
Yeah.
both
get
cars
their-
are going to be at full boost at the time that they leave. So.
How's the car feeling? Good?
No one
It
wants
feels
to
pretty
burn
good.
it.
It definitely cannot put the power down.
Yeah.
Not at all. Yeah.
Probably like 600 horse right now.
Yeah, we have to
Oh shit, it's turned down that
I'm
much.
a little
It's
bummed
down
for you
from
guys because you
55
weren't
pounds
supposed to
to
be
30.
first today. First today was supposed to be that like wild Corvette.
Oh, yeah.
And I
Right.
figured he would have given you a bit more.
That's what I was
rubber.
hoping. Yeah, if we had a good,
Because
honestly,
you weren't supposed to be first, but they didn't have the car running this morning, so you came out
honestly, if we had
first.
some good
So-
rubber for a minute, it'd probably be decent. But
We're ready to race.
Alright boys, here we go. We got a 2-car head start and the hit. It's making this thing leave out here so tough, but let's see if we can't get the win on this
That was closer up top. I don't know what it was.
It still came around us, man. It's just so swirly. So swirly.
she's on that launch, man. Yeah. Reaction time is on her side for sure.
That's Leah Pruitt. That's you.
Hey, shout out Leah.
Yeah.
What do we got? We got
Leah
results?
Pruitt
Unicorn
out.
by 2.5 cars.
What?
Unicorn by 2.5 cars.
Wow.
Damn.
All right, let's get another. We always do one more race. Like this is whatever you guys want. How'd that feel?
A little bit because it started to get a little squirrely up top.
Did it?
A little bit, yeah.
Frick, dude. That looked closer, but
it was closer. Just zero traction, man.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, always.
I knew that's what we'd be fighting coming out here.
So, what do you want to ask for this time?
I don't know if we can get much.
Unless you want to try and do a roll, but I don't think.
No, we don't have
Just another car length.
Yeah, we don't have anything set up.
A third car length.
Did you see her? How far she was?
Yeah, she caught up to me.
Hey, they said 2 cars.
It was closer.
2 cars up top.
Yeah, it's still, yeah.
Or 2.5.
This thing still wasn't even starting to really put its power down yet. But yeah, I saw her come around me pretty good that time.
Yeah. So.
If anything, the car was more unsettled that time than the first one.
Yeah, because we bring it up.
Did it look like it left pretty good?
It looked like it left as good as it was gonna.
Let me see. But did you? So we need to back it up some traction control to be a little more safer, right?
I think so, yeah. All right, put Ken back in the car, give us 5 head starts.
I'm not getting in the car.
Oh man, how does it feel to be driver number 2 in team order?
So what was the last one?
2.5.
2 cars.
Yo, you know what?
2 cars and a hit was the last
And
one.
they still got 2.5
I know.
You're the ballast boy.
That's cute, but Ken's like stage 0.5.
I was gonna say stage quarter.
Yeah,
Stage quarter.
We could put her in the passenger seat. A little extra weight.
All I care about.
There you go.
You want to do a 30 roll?
So we're not able to roll it right now.
You can't roll?
No.
Oh,
because we're set up for drag racing at the track, so it goes off a validated launch, and we don't have any way to trigger that from a roll.
Okay.
Smart shit.
Fair enough.
Car's got so much science in it.
Yeah. So, all right. So 3 cars, the hit, and we're gonna start out in front.
Yep.
Same deal for you guys. You guys ready to go?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Same
So
deal
no
for you.
burnout this time then, just go.
I would do a burnout. Just get the tires a little warm.
Okay, cool.
Damn, dude, that thing is fast. I think it still got us. Man, that launch just, you can't feel any power now.
I think that was it.
Do we have a result?
Yeah, Hoonicorn by a car.
What?
Dang it.
That thing's a monster. That thing rolls out.
It is a no prep monster.
Yeah. Hey, you win some, you lose some.
By a bumper still.
Yeah.
Came around at the end.
Yep.
But man, dude, that thing is.
Let's get him out of the car.
fast.
That thing boogies, dude.
Get out of the car real quick and we'll do it.
It's all right. You know, you bring out kind of knife to a gunfight in a situation like this.
It's a
All-wheel
track
drive
car.
versus rear-wheel drive on a no prep is tough, man.
This should be a totally different story on a drag strip.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
100%.
We'll redo it on a drag strip.
That would be cool.
If you guys ever do that,
We'll invite you back.
Yes.
hit us up.
Deal. Thanks for coming all the way out, man.
Look,
Yeah,
just
of
to
course.
give everybody some
Was that
context.
last race a good one for you though? I mean, you guys
That's
are a
good.
car.
Yeah, she got me by solid bumper by the end. I couldn't really tell, but definitely got me right there at the end. But
You're asking him a trick question because none of these races are a good race for him because he has a drag car on a dirt road.
Good race.
We're definitely not no prep
If
racers.
you had the
I'll tell you
van, it
that.
might have been a different story.
The van is what you needed to come
Yeah, the
with.
van, all-wheel drive. It probably do. Honestly, the van would probably kick this thing's ass.
Especially
no
out
prep.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on a
Well,
no
that's
prep.
See, the van
Gotta
is what
come back
needs to
with the
come
van.
back.
Yep.
Yeah, we gotta get that thing
Yeah.
going.
So Leah, you gonna do some victory donuts?
Is that what you're most excited about?
She came here for victory donuts. That's it.
Yeah, that's just whatever for her. She's ready.
Thank you for coming out.
Yeah, of course.
Shake. Man's hand.
It's okay. This is all new. So here's the thing. We've only taught her how to drive a car, nothing about like politeness or anything. She hasn't gotten the
She's
manners
really
rule
good at
yet.
driving that car.
Yeah.
That thing gets it, man. Yeah,
How was that thing chasing you down, going by you? Loud?
I was
Did
like,
you hear it?
Yeah, you hear it go by. I was right getting to the end of the flag there. I was like, is it there? Is it there? Is it there? And oh, there it is.
Well, that was impressive, man.
Dude, it's a traction game. Look, there's marks all the way down to the
Literally the whole way down.
Yeah, that thing is
just doing a burnout while you guys are
burnout racing. Burnout racing.
That was impressive.
Control,
you guys have.
It is, and with minimal passes on.
I'm just bummed that we didn't get to see the lasers in action. And,
hey, we go to a drag strip.
Yeah.
I told him, I said, we go to drag strip, we'll invite him back out.
Yeah.
So
Turn the lasers off and do a sick wheelie for everybody.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Well, gave it our best shot.
Didn't take the W.
You know, I came out here fully expecting to lose. I thought after that much of a head start we'd get him, but this thing in first and second gear, it's like, no, I'm not gonna go.
All I gotta say, it's not excuses, okay?
Yeah, there's no.
That's all the tire this thing has on it. It's got an 8.5 wide.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no excuses, but it's just, it's not set up to do that. So.
Honestly, it put down what it could put down. It ran best it could.
Yeah, and it just shows, like, honestly, once I got the very first race, it wasn't running away from me that much. But then the next two, for some reason, did they turn that thing up?
They've got a kill and a slaughter.
They were saying that even the last one they turned it down some. So or they were messing up with
the first one. It wasn't as fast out the back.
It was her fun.
Once I got out and I was moving, and I was like, I still don't see it yet. It's not gonna come around me, and it caught up to me. That thing's making some power because the MR2, once it was like into fourth gear, it was starting to hook up finally.
Yeah.
And it still came up on us. So, dude, they don't mess around.
No,
and they even said they turned it up to, like, according to them, maybe 1,600 horsepower.
Yeah.
Like, that thing's insane.
Pretty nuts.
So they said if they ever run it at a drag strip, they'll hit us up. That'll be the true test.
If they ever do this again, we'll get the van out here. Might be a
we gotta
different
get the minivan out here just for fun, whatever. But yeah, no, I'm excited that we even got to do it and meet everyone here. So
that's the biggest thing, dude. Just meeting everybody. That was super cool.
Absolutely, but especially if you have the fastest minivan, you know.
Yeah.
Huge thanks to Anderson for coming out.
Yeah.
Giving it our best shot.
We'd have been really screwed without you.
Honestly, yeah, he made it go much better.
Yeah.
If it was just us, it would have been
yeah.
really blowing the tires off.
We'd have figured it out, but it wouldn't have been in today.
It might have came off the road. That first pass got squirrely.
Yeah.
It was just spinning, man. And most of the time, MR2s are really good on the street, you know? There's a lot of videos of these hitting like 60 rolls or whatever, and they just hook up and go, but dude, it's slick out there.
Yeah.
Especially when you're trying to...
A lot of dirt.
Yeah, a lot. It's dusty.
Yeah. Well, they were out there blowing it off. They blew it off a couple times.
Yeah, but it's kind of windy out here, so it's just redusting it constantly.
Well, it is what it is.
Yep.
It was just cool to be here.
Put on a show, and we're ready to go.
Just some eBay Honda building YouTubers.
Yep, I did
out
not
here racing Ken Block's daughter.
Yeah, I did not think this MR2 would be doing what it's doing today. I can at least tell you that. So, either way, it was a good day.
When you lost, but did you really lose?
Yeah.
You got to race the Hoonicorn.
I feel like I let the boys down. I feel like we were supposed to be the ones. No, honestly, there's not a chance.
No.
Well guys, we are back in Florida. As you can tell, the MR2's back over here. We're actually filming this quite a bit after we wrapped up the stuff with the Hoonicorn. You can see we have the cage in it and everything. It's pretty much up to date as you're watching this right now. But I want to give a huge thanks to everyone over at Hoonigan that reached out to us and actually invited us to come out and race the Hoonicorn. It was an amazing experience getting to meet Ken and his daughter and all that stuff. It was really fun, even though we could not put any of the power down, as you guys saw out there. Our episode is one of the later episodes to release, and we were actually the very first car to go up out of all of the cars out there. So if you look at the other videos, the prep on the left lane got better and better as other cars went, but we were the first up, so it was just a dusty road. We weren't allowed to switch lanes or anything. They had the right lane, which they had been testing in all day. They had a lot more rubber down for a rear-wheel drive car. It is so hard to get any sort of traction. As you guys saw, the only cars that came close were a Pro Mod and the 2JP from the side-by-side blog, and both of those cars have steamrollers on the back, and we literally have an 8.5-inch wide slick. So, you know, we gave it our best shot, boys, and I also overlaid some footage of our 7-second pass to the pass against the Hoonicorn. I'm literally in third gear before I get out of first gear against the Hoonicorn as compared to the 7-second pass, which we did the gearing, and it's literally almost a 50-mile-an-hour difference. So the prep out there just wasn't there. We've never done it. We wanted to try it out. We couldn't turn down the opportunity to go line up with the Hoonicorn, but obviously I think the only way we would have a chance out there is to bring out one of our all-wheel drive cars, maybe if the hatch is done one day, or even the Rousey was souped up and going. But rear-wheel drive out there, unless you got some meats on there and some better prep and testing, it's tough. That thing is insanely fast, but it was just such a good experience overall. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Regardless, it was a huge thing for us to just push everything aside and go out to California, send the car out there. But we pushed stuff around, made it happen, and overall it was really an awesome experience. So hopefully we can do it again one day, and we'll come out there a little bit more prepared. But that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.